I really want the Disney Plus Power Rangers project to succeed, but let's say it doesn't. Could we ever see Sentai adaptions again? Let's talk about it, break it down, hit that intro, Rangers.
You are watching the Fan Club.
You're watching the Fan Club.
And you're watching the Fan Club. Do you know what time it is?
And you know what time it is.
It's time for the Fan Club. Let's go. Hey!
I can't do this on my own, cause you know things ain't always sweet when you out here in these streets. But my morpher when it morphed, I made a fake.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the show. I am doing some work for my wife today, so I thought I would pre-record this video and make sure you guys get a fan-first video. This is a request from Joel Ortiz. He commented on a video last week and said, next video you make, do you think you can talk about another possibility if the Disney Plus reboot doesn't work out? They return to Super Sentai adaptions for a reason. Yeah, I think it could work. It would make sense that if the Disney Plus project doesn't work, that they could go back to what has worked in the past. But to tell you the truth, I want the Disney Plus reboot to work. I am not against it or shitting on it, but we are the Fan Club and we do a lot of fan theories. It's been a minute since we brought you a video like this, and since the fans were asking about it, I thought it'd be a perfect time to bring it up and see what you guys have to say and give you my opinion. First of all, Disney Plus, I think that this project could be something special. It's original. Hasbro has never put all of their eggs in the Power Rangers basket ever. I feel like they've never put no more than one or two eggs. And we are going to get a show created by the showrunners of the new Percy Jackson show. And I love that show. They did a really good job with that series of taking something from old, like Percy Jackson. Those books have been around for a long time. And they made a movie or two, but it fizzled out. It's kind of like Power Rangers. Even though Power Rangers has been around for over 30 years, it kind of fizzled out. Now it's up to these guys, Dan Schatz and company, to reimagine Power Rangers. Now, you can still have that essence, that feeling of what Power Rangers is. However, there are going to be some tweaks to give it that mainstream appeal like it once had back in the day. That's why Power Rangers was so big, because it appealed to millions on millions of children. But as time went on, they never changed their formula. So the formula who it was for, those kids just got older and they never made anything for those kids. And these new generations of kids, that formula does not work on them. So we do think that this needs to be like a TV-14, a mature show that would just make sense for older fans, and then you could still give the kid fans something too. There's so many avenues, but I think that, like with Transformers is a great example. You get older fans and then they have cartoons for the kids. It would make a lot of sense if Power Rangers did something like that, but the fans have to show up, and Hasbro, Paramount, Disney, whoever the hell is making Power Rangers at this point, they need to make something good, okay? And I know Paramount doesn't have anything to do with it. I was just kind of like naming names. Whoever's working on this needs to make a good story with good characters, with good toys to pair with it, right? You do that, you're going to have a hit. People will buy it. The fans always show up for Power Rangers regardless. The problem is we don't get any of the mainstream. If we could just get like 30% of the mainstream audience to go with all the Power Ranger fans existing, we could have a hit show. I think that would be awesome. Now we're going to get into the main point of the video. If it doesn't work, let's say that they come out with season 1 and it doesn't really do the numbers, no one really watches it, and it's not very good either, meaning like no one sees this and wants to continue it. You know, we've seen that before with Cobra Kai. That was on YouTube Red, and then that kind of got canceled. Then somebody from Netflix was like, yo, we need that show. Let's get it over here. And that's how they got it. Even if it just starts on Disney Plus and it's a good show, someone might take a chance on it. But if it is bad, if they don't know what they're doing with it, it fizzles out. Power Rangers as we know it could be done. There's going to be a point where whoever owns Power Rangers is going to just quit trying and they're going to focus on the other brands that are making them money. Now, I don't want that to happen, but let's just say that Hasbro doesn't know what to do with the brand and they don't necessarily want to fully kill the brand, but they want to make money off the toys. How exactly do they do that? Now, the first option that comes up is readapting the Super Sentai. Now, there are so many reasons why we would not adapt the Super Sentai. I mean, we could name like 10 of them right now, but we're not going to do that. Let's actually be positive, proactive. What could they actually do with the Super Sentai footage now? Well, if the Disney reboot does not go well, that is another sign that the original Power Rangers just cannot make it work on their own, and that Super Sentai might be needed, okay? Maybe that's what's part of it, and that's why some fans show up, is because they're Super Sentai fans, but they also like to see what Power Rangers does with it. Now, we could have a Super Sentai adapted season that's more original, but we're still adapting the Zords, we're still adapting the suits, stuff like that. I think that if everything else does not work, there is a chance that they could go back to what works, but would it be that successful? Or would it be like something like Samurai, where there was no Power Rangers for a few years, then people tuned in because there was Power Rangers, but then like it just lost its ground. I think that if you adapted these characters and made good stories, that it would be good to a certain extent, but their biggest helper is also their biggest failure, because Super Sentai footage is awesome, but it also restricts the storytelling. So Super Sentai is the reason why we have Power Rangers, but I also think that Super Sentai footage is a big reason why Power Rangers went down with time, because it was hard to season after season after season to adapt these Japanese shows. Yes, the Zords look cool. Yes, the suits look cool, but the storytelling was so much different, and I think that if they could do it more original, that would be the best. However, for the sake of the argument, what exactly could they adapt that would be cool? The first thing that comes to mind is King Oger. I like the suits a lot. I think that would make a lot of sense, and it's newer that it would still kind of look like the rest of the TV shows that are happening. You know, the train season, is it Tukoger? I'm probably butchering the name, I apologize, but that show is like filmed in 2010 and fans still want to see that. They're like, yeah, we want that, but at this point it wouldn't look as good with 2025 cameras and stuff like that. So you have to be realistic. I think that if everything hits the fan and Disney Plus reboot does not work, maybe, just maybe, you could see some Super Sentai footage come back, but I don't think it's happening anytime soon. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. I gotta shout out all the fans out there that take the time out of their day to watch this content. You are the real MVPs and the reason why we can continue to make stuff like this. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Peace. I want to give a special shout out to the Gold Ranger members, Salima Ramirez, Thomas Franco, Roderick Ham, and the Gamer TV Silent Gameplay. Thank you guys so much for your support, and if you want a video shout out like this one, sign up to be a Gold Ranger member today. Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, hit that share button, and if you can, please sign up to be a member today. We have 3 membership power-ups. We have the Gold Ranger power-up, the most popular. You get into our exclusive fan club chat group. We have fan-exclusive videos that we are adding monthly now. And you get a video shout out. Yes, folks, at the end of our videos, I will shout out your name. We also have the Quantum Ranger power up where you get monthly meetings online with me. Yes, folks, we will talk once a month on Zoom and you can give me your ideas for future episodes. And then we have a professional package, the Dr. K power up. That is for businesses that want to tap into the platform. If you guys can, please sign up to be a member today. It is highly appreciated and it helps us keep these videos going. Thank you so much for watching and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Hi, we're Bulk and Skull. We have been requested by the fan club to say something funny.